this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what is next for you in love. So let's take a look at some of your oracle cards. I want to start this reading by kind of figuring out where you are right now, like how you're going to be approaching this next relationship. So let's just see where your current energy is. We have all that glitters, cognizance, curiosity, and for your tarot card we have justice. Okay, so you're doing a really good job right now of balancing your mental energy with your feeling energy. So I think this is a really healthy energy to approach this new love that's coming into your life. I think that what you're looking for now in a relationship is something that feels very genuine and very authentic. So you're approaching love from a very authentic place. And I think that what's most important here is you really want to be yourself. So whatever you're looking forward to in love, whether this is a brand new relationship or kind of the like reinvigoration of a past relationship, you're looking to be super authentic in this connection. You're looking to show this person exactly who you are. And I think that really what I'm seeing here is it's like you've really gotten tired of all of the games that even maybe you found yourself playing sometimes. So of course you want to put your best foot forward in your relationships, but I think that maybe in the past you sacrificed bits of yourself. You may have even kind of tweaked bits of your personality just so that you and your partner could mesh better together. And I think that this is something that you're really leaving in the past. You're leaving behind all of the superficial, and you're really looking for somebody who's interested in getting to know you on a soul level, who's interested in getting to know you past that surface level, past just all of the sparkly bits. So I do think that you're coming through as a very attractive person, so that might be something that has drawn people to you in the past. Your physical appearance may have gotten attention from people in the past, but then I think you've seen that maybe the relationship didn't develop into anything quite as deep and substantial as you might have wanted. So you're looking for something really authentic now. I do think that like when it comes to sacrificing yourself and parts of yourself, that is really a thing of the past. It's with this cognizance card here and this curiosity, I can tell that you have taken a lot of time to understand yourself. So it feels like you've really been on a journey of self-growth and improvement and really understanding who you are, what you want, what you're looking for in a relationship, what you value in your partner, and what you want your partner to see and value in you. And it's like you're just becoming more aware of all of this stuff. So it's like you're not going to be putting up with anything less than this. If the relationship feels superficial, I don't think it's going to be for you. I don't think you're going to be interested in it at this point. What I love about this is it looks like not only have you been in deep thought about who you are and about what you want to experience in romance, but it's also there's a feeling of curiosity here. It's like you've stayed really curious and really open to yourself and to discovering who you are. I think that you've been super open to the idea of personal growth and to the idea of evolution in general. So you're probably going to be looking for somebody who is interested in self-development, self-improvement, who's interested in growing and changing and developing themselves in some way. I feel like you're not going to be all that interested if your partner is very surface level. Like if they're just a very pretty face, but there's no substance behind the face. I don't think that's going to interest you at all going forward. I think that what is beautiful about this and what you probably want a future partner to see and appreciate about you is that you're somebody who's never too proud to examine your own feelings, to examine your actions, maybe the way that you've behaved in past situations or relationships, and to find areas where you can make those improvements or adjustments. So this is something that's bringing you closer to living your authentic truth. So that's probably the most important thing I'm taking away from this, is that you're going to be looking for somebody that is living their authentic truth as well, who can see that you're living your truth, who can see that truth in you, can really pick up on the true essence of who you are, and who allows you to see that part of them as well. So it's looking like a deep connection is what you're after here. No superficial nonsense, and really like this card shows these masks here. It's like no more masks. Like, you want your mask to fall away if you've worn one in the past, in past relationships, and you want this person to come to you showing their true selves, showing themselves behind the mask that they might wear in public or in a professional setting. You want to connect with this person in a way that's unique to your relationship. With this Justice card, like I was saying before, it feels like a really good balance of your mental energy and your more like feeling, more intuitive energy. It's kind of illustrated here with these cards, this cognizance card being balanced on this side with this curiosity. So it's like you do have this intuitive side to yourself. You do have this way of feeling your way through things. You're feeling your way into your next relationship, or you're feeling your way into improving a current relationship, or a relationship that you would like to explore again. But you are being very logical about this, and it's really beautiful to see that balance, because it's not all about heart feelings and squishy feelings and just moving forward into something that might not be that stable or that you didn't think about. You've thought this through, and I think you've really thought through who you are, which is the most important thing, because you're going to recognize when someone comes into your life that is a fit with that, that's a perfect match with that, that's a perfect balance with who you are. Yeah, you're definitely somebody who's done the work on themselves. And I think another thing that's really important and kind of jumping out to me is, like, I think your attitude going into your next connection is not that you're looking for perfection. It's not like this person has to be perfect, that they have to be fully evolved, that they have to be fully healed. They don't have to have every single thing like perfectly in order, because I think that there's a realistic nature that comes with this kind of deep thought that you've put into this. It's not like you're looking for perfection, but you are looking for someone who's interested in communication, who's interested in trying, who's interested in growth, who's willing to show you their genuine heart. So it's more about a willingness. It's about a willingness to grow and improve. It's about a willingness to connect. That's what you're looking for. And that's that balance. That's why you're showing up as Justice. So you're going into your next connection very balanced and very thoughtful. And I think that that's really, really beautiful. So let's clear this away and let's pull some tarot and see what is coming for you next. I'm really loving that energy that you came through with, though. Like, that is just such a balanced approach to things. I think a lot of times when we talk about romance, it can feel a little flighty and it can feel a little like wild and out of control. And I think there's a part of you that is interested in all that gushy stuff and that really is excited for this. But I love that you have come into this in a really thoughtful manner. So the Magician coming out. I think for a lot of you, you've probably been manifesting this new connection. For some of you, this is a connection that you're hoping to rekindle. So we have the Nine of Wands come out in reverse. For some of you, it's brand new, and for some of you, it's something you're hoping to rekindle. But either way, it's something you've been manifesting. It's something you've been really purposefully drawing into your life. And I kind of see that because with this deep thought that you've been in, it's like, yeah, it's like you have this vision. I'm going to pull one more card for you, but I'm seeing, okay. Absolutely. I'm getting so excited. I have more oracle cards that I shuffled for you. So I think we'll get those out on the table and then kind of look at it as a whole. But I can say that this does feel like something that you have been really purposefully manifesting and something that you've been really thoughtful about. So let's look at the rest of your oracle cards. We have forgiveness, your commitment is being tested. This is first quarter moon energy. Then we have new moon and Aries energy. It's time to take action. We have fear, number 9, showing up. And we have romance, number 8. Okay. This is really beautiful energy. I will say that there could be a little bit of a challenge here for you with this new connection that's coming into your life, or this past connection that's going to be coming in a brand new way. So let's talk a little bit about who this person might be and kind of like what's going on here. Like I was saying, you have been manifesting this, and I think that it has required a lot of growth on your part. With this forgiveness card coming out, it just shows me that there's been some stuff that you had to go through. There's been some things you had to work through and some barriers that you had to break down, and maybe some forgiveness that you had to bring to past connections in order to move forward. Maybe forgiveness that you have to bring to this particular connection in order for you to move forward, because it's hard to move forward in a new way with someone if you're holding on to the old feelings about what happened. So it looks like you have done this work, or you're in the process of doing this work so that you can show up as your authentic self, so you can be your true self. I feel like this is a matter for some of you as not showing up to a connection with a lot of resentment, with a lot of like baggage, for lack of a better word. You're showing up kind of having cleared away that energy, which is allowing you to be more present, to be more you, to show the parts of you that you want to show and express, the parts of you that are beautiful and that are wonderful and that are light. So in previous relationships, it might have been that there was this heavy energy over the entire connection. So you're showing up to this new connection really relieved of all of that. So looking at who this person may be, I do think that this is another person who is a powerful manifester. So I think the two of you are going to see eye to eye when it comes to really choosing, like selecting what you want out of your life and what you want out of your connection. So this is someone who's going to have their goals in mind. They're going to probably be able to sit down with you and talk about what they want to see happen in the next year, or where they want to be 5 years from now, or something like that. These are the kind of conversations you can have with this person, because they're going to be meeting you right where you are in this place of development and creation, and really being deliberate about your actions. I do think too, this person might be somebody who has been through past hurts or disappointments when it comes to romantic relationships. This might even be the person who you experience these hurts and disappointments with, because I feel that forgiveness coming through on both sides. So this is something the two of you are going to be able to relate to, or this might be mutual forgiveness. This might be the two of you really forgiving each other for not being true to yourselves in your previous connection, in the previous version of this connection. Maybe the two of you weren't true to yourselves. Maybe you weren't completely open and honest. And now you're coming to this with just a more deliberate energy, I think, and a more of a need for there to be a collaborative energy. Like, I feel like for some of you, it might have felt like you two were enemies at one point, or you felt like that in past relationships. And this relationship feels more like a collaboration. I do want to talk about this Nine of Wands here, because I think that this really talks about this, like this energy of wanting to be true and authentic. The Nine of Wands in its upright position would really show me a lot of boundaries, which sometimes can be healthy boundaries, a lot of boundaries and restrictions around the person, around you or your person. But this card is showing up in reverse, and it's really just telling me that these walls that have been built up, and I almost want to think of this as the masks that we were talking about before. If you think about this boundary here as a mask, as like a barrier, the barrier has now come down. This card's in the reverse position. So I think that both of you are going to realize that in previous relationships, you may have worn a bit of a mask. You may have played a part, played a character, not shown your authentic self. And this could be because of insecurities. This could be your own choice, or it could be something that you felt like was imposed upon you, like a relationship where you just weren't free to be yourselves and you weren't free to speak your truth. But with this person, you're not going to have those boundaries up. It's like all the walls are coming down and there's a definite connection between the two of you. Not only that, there is, like I was saying before, a collaborative energy. There's like this feeling that the two of you are going to work really well together. And that can mean so many different things. That can mean that your relationship works well together and is harmonious. Your communication is great. I think the two of you are going to value each other, value each other's opinions. And I think what's like standing out to me the most is that I think that the two of you are going to be different in many ways and similar in many ways. But I think that what's beautiful about this is your differences are going to be the things that you really love and appreciate about each other. You're going to listen to each other. You're going to take each other's advice to heart. You're going to just really value the opinion of this person, and they're going to value your opinion as well. So this is someone that you, even if you're in completely different fields, I think this is someone that you'll find yourself wanting to like discuss with them what happened during the day, or if you're having a problem that you can't figure out, they're going to be someone you want to bounce ideas off of, run things by. The two of you are going to work very well together by having different strengths and really kind of lean and depend on each other to exercise that strength. You know, it's like one of you, this is just a silly example, but one of you might be really good at math and the other might be really good at communication. So if one of you has like a math equation that you can't solve, you know, you can always go to that person, and it's like you benefit from having them in your life, because when you run across a really difficult math problem that you would never have been able to tackle on your own, now you have this person in your life that can really help you, guide you, and show you how to find the answer, and vice versa. So it's like, it's a real feeling of working together and of like, I want to say it's like community, which is kind of odd. So this might be somebody that you meet through through your community or through a shared interest or a group. Yeah, I'm getting more a feeling like a group, like something where a lot of different people could come together and they could have different strengths and different interests, and they relate on this one level, but they like come from different worlds and different backgrounds. So yeah, I think that this person is going to offer you a lot and you're going to offer them a lot, and you're both going to see that in each other. So I think that's really, really beautiful. Really what I'm seeing here is that you've really like held on to kind of this vision, like this thing that you were manifesting, and I think this person was manifesting you as well. So it's like, that's a very sweet feeling to feel like the two of you are manifesting each other into each other's lives. So it's definitely mutual and, again, collaborative. It's like, I think when the two of you talk, you're going to find that you were working on this project together, like this project of coming together. You were working on this together long before you knew that you actually had a partner in this. And there is this feeling with this Four of Crystals that you both have really held on to your vision and you've really maintained this vision. So this is someone who can definitely stick with something for like the long haul. They might have been manifesting this relationship into their lives for quite a while. And it's like the two of you are waiting for this to blossom. So this is someone who was manifesting and who is patient and who wasn't willing to accept less than what they were bringing into their lives. This person may very well be an earth sign. So this might be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, because there's so much earth energy coming through for this person. But with the Magician, as you probably know, like in the traditional tarot, the imagery shows all of the elements, because it's about kind of using all of the resources that are at our disposal to create what we want in our lives. So that really leaves it pretty open, but I am getting a strong earth energy from all of these crystal cards that came through here. So this person might have strong earth placements. I think that there is a certain stability to them, as comes with earth energy. There's a certain stability to them, and that might be why they're coming through this way. And I think that stability is really, it's really about letting this slowly unfold. Like I feel like this person is very skilled at manifestation, whether they know that and use that sort of language or not. And they've really been letting this unfold for them, maybe for quite some time. So they're a very patient person. They'll be very patient with you. With this first quarter moon energy, I do feel like this is like the reason that your commitment is being tested in this can actually be, I can actually read this a couple of different ways. So the first way that I'll read this is that you might, let me think of how to say that, because what I want to say is you might have to kiss a couple of frogs. So when waiting for this connection to come in, you might talk to or go out on dates with some people that just simply do not match like what you were manifesting. And that's okay. I think that that is really just a way to show you some contrast, to kind of test your vision here and test how committed you are to your vision. So if you do run across that before this comes in, that's okay. And you can say, this isn't, like, that's not what I ordered. Like, I mean, with all love and respect, if this person isn't meeting you and isn't matching you, it's fine for you to say, that's not what I ordered, and I am committed to this vision that I'm holding. And the beautiful thing is, this person that's coming into your life is so committed to their vision too, so you're not in this alone. So that might be what the issue is. It might be that you find yourself kind of communicating with people that just aren't being authentic. I think that with this fear card here, it can bring up a little bit of fear in you, because you might be thinking like, what if I give up on this thing here, even though I know it's not right, and nothing better comes in? So you're definitely going to be tested in that way while this relationship is coming into fruition. You might find yourself being tested, and it's like imagine you're at a restaurant and you ordered a soup and they bring you a salad, and you might think, well, maybe I should just stick with the soup, because what if I tell them that this isn't what I ordered? Wait, did I say you ordered the soup? Sorry, I'm getting confused. Okay, you ordered the soup, they brought you a salad, and there might be a part of you that's thinking, let me just stick with this salad, because if I tell them that I actually wanted the soup, they might not bring me anything at all. But I think that there is a part of this that's sort of a lesson. Like, it's fine to say that that's not what I ordered, and it's absolutely okay to believe that what you ordered will be coming in. So when that fear crops up that you might be missing out on something, the advice here is to stay, like, keep with your vision. Now, the other way that I can interpret this is, and this sounds crazy, like, this is something we all do, but it sounds really weird when you put it into words. I think that there is the potential that when you meet this person, a lot of fear is going to come up because of how perfect they are, because of how spot on they manifested. Like, you're going to then see how accurate and how precise, how laser focused your manifestation is. And I do feel like for some of you that might scare you. And it's also like a little bit scary for you to come out of the shadows. You see the way that, like, she's peeking out like this. So this is taking me back to that imagery of like dropping the mask and being your authentic self. She is maybe a little bit hesitant to show her true self, even though that might be what she wanted to do all along. So I just feel like, as crazy as it sounds to get scared when you receive exactly what you asked for, that might be something that comes up for you. And I think it's something you're just going to push through, because it feels a little bit uncomfortable when we change. Like, this is going to be a new sort of relationship for you, and it feels uncomfortable when we make those kind of shifts. With this new moon and Aries energy, though, this is like definitely telling me you need to stick with this. You need to stick with your manifestation, and that potentially when this person shows themselves, you might need to take action and be a little bit more forward than you typically would to let them know that this is what you want. Now, this could also be your person's energy, that they are very forward. So if you don't feel like that's like that's your role to play. If that's not your typical energy, if being forward and being like straightforward with this person about how you feel is not gonna happen, then your person very well could be an Aries or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, that really just dives in and is very very forthcoming with their feelings. This feels like a relationship that's going to definitely move. So I don't think that there's going to be there's not going to be a lot of stagnation in this relationship. I think it's going to be potentially slow and steady with all this earth energy here, but it's not going to be a relationship that you wonder about, that just stops altogether. There's definitely going to be forward momentum here. And really what all of that leads to is this romance card, which is like what you would want it to lead to. Like if you're having to go through all of this, you're having to change, you're having to hold to this vision. And I think when you break through that fear and when you really kind of like survive these tests, and I don't want you to feel like you're going to be tested and like this is going to be so hard, but I think whenever we're changing, there is kind of an element of like, are you going to fall back into your old habits or are you going to do this new thing? And I think what you're doing is this new thing, and what it's leading to for you is romance. So that's kind of beautiful. I'm kind of picking up on the energy of like a dark-haired person. So the person coming in might be a dark-haired person. I think you're mainly going to recognize them by their energy. It's like a very calm energy, and it's that earth energy, that grounded energy. And if this person by chance is also very forward and direct, or that shows some kind of like ability to pursue things in their lives, that's going to be that's like a surefire way for you to recognize that this is the person, because they might be somebody who's like an earth sign with a fire sign moon. There's something about them. It's like they've got this fire that's maybe a little bit beneath the surface. It might not be something that comes out right away or that is shown in every aspect of what they do in their life, but it's definitely present. Okay, happiness is my birthright. You know what, you guys? This is absolutely the perfect card, the perfect affirmation, the perfect advice for you to take through, take with you through this process, because I think that this manifestation energy is really just that. What's going to help you hold to this vision and kind of get through this test of your commitment is just knowing that whoa, I wish that had been on camera because that card flew out. Like it almost took my face off. So whatever this is, I'll flip it over in a second. You were meant to know it. What's going to help you hold to this vision is just knowing that whatever you are manifesting is like, it is your right. It is your birthright to have this beautiful connection in your life. It's your birthright to be authentic and to have somebody be authentic with you and to really love each other in this true and real way. And knowing that, I really want you to repeat that, make that your mantra, write that down. Like, know that this is your birthright, that this is absolutely what you deserve, and you don't have to be afraid. Oneness is my true nature. So this is just going back to like, that's what we've been talking about, your true nature, and you showing your true nature, your true authentic self. That is what this relationship is going to be about. It's going to be about truth. It's going to be about openness, and it is going to be about the two of you kind of coming together and feeling like you are one. We have, I am the loving energy of the universe. These are all just beautiful messages for you to take with you. I am unapologetic about what I desire, yes, and trust that what I focus on will grow. This is that is manifestation right there. So yes, holding to this vision, I feel like these messages are really coming through too as a place, kind of letting you know like where this person is mentally, and they're in this spot too. They're in this manifestation energy. They're in this place of being dedicated to this vision that they have and not giving up on that for anything. And knowing that, like, when you're focusing on the beautiful connection and on finding somebody who really is everything that you asked for and who's bringing in this stable energy, that's what's going to grow and appear in your life. And that's what's going to help you drop the fear, because practice makes perfect. Sorry, I can't speak. So as you practice this energy and as you practice bringing these things into your life, you're going to get better and better at it. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there. This is what's coming next for you in love, number one. This is actually a really beautiful reading. Again, remember this, happiness is my birthright. So don't drop that vision. If this is what's going to make you happy, if this is what you want, and this could be something you want out of a person who's already in your life and they're not showing up this way, you stick with that idea of what you want and you focus on that more than anything else. And I think you're going to bring some beautiful things into your life. So I will leave this reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you liked this reading, if it resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will hopefully see you again really soon in another reading. Bye.